What's up YouTube, it's your boy Miss Pyromaniac. I'm back again with another video. Today I'm going to be sharing some tips and tricks that helped me get ahead in Diablo, and I'm sure it'll help you too, so stick till the end. There's some very good tips in there. Also, if I seem kind of depressed in the video, I'm really not depressed. I can hardly speak because I've been punched in the mouth a ton of times. Yeah, I got in a fight with one guy, and then suddenly 3 of his friends decided to help him kick the hell out of me. And so here we are. And I'm still gonna make YouTube videos, still gonna enjoy Diablo. So hope you enjoy it too. For some reason in Diablo, I'm always confused, I'm always lost, I can't find my way. That map layout can get confusing sometimes, so as you can see here, I just had a waypoint on. So let's say I wanted to go right here. I have a quest in this area, and I really don't know how to get there, or I need the most efficient way to get there, so I can just open my map by pressing tab. Just right click right here, and it'll map out the whole way, and that is the fastest way to get there. So hop on my horse, and I don't need to keep opening my map to find the way. I can just look at my mini map. It's telling me to go here. Alright, I'll go there. Just as easy as that. This also works for areas that are fogged out that you have not discovered yet. So say I want to go here, I really don't know how to get here, maybe even over here. I just put the waypoint over here and it shows me the way, even if it is fogged out and I haven't discovered it yet. Okay, so you got your waypoint, you want to go here, but there is still one more thing. You can get there even faster. So if you have your horse, something the game doesn't really tell you is that if you have your cursor close to the horse won't go as fast. And the further you move the cursor, the faster the horse runs. The main goal in Diablo, after you finish the story, is to get to level 100 and build the most OP character ever. But to get to level 100, it's gonna take a while. It's not as fast as leveling in Last Epoch. I don't know about PoE, I haven't played PoE, so I don't really know. But it takes a long time to get to 100 in Diablo, especially if you're not playing the game 12 hours a day, if you're more of a casual player. But one way you can speed that up is by pressing C, going to consumable tab, and consuming any elixir. Honestly, as you can see, each elixir gives you an XP bonus. It's 5% XP for 30 minutes. So you just always have an elixir active. Always. That 5% adds up. And if you're out of elixirs, you can actually go to the alchemist in any save zone. Once you're here, just interact with them. Go to craft elixirs, and here you can craft any elixir. Honestly, it doesn't really matter. I personally just take them for the XP bonus. You could take them if you need fire resist, lightning resist, whatever you want, but it's mainly for the XP. To craft them, you obviously need materials. You can craft some materials, well, refine them as the game calls it, right here, but mainly you get it from the open world. You'll get a ton. Just keep an eye out when you're doing your quest or anything. You'll find them in the open world. It's not that hard to farm them. You don't really even need to farm them. You'll just have some of them. So, and then you could go to refine and get the specific ones. And then you just craft your elixir and enjoy your XP bonus. Speaking of elixirs, you always want to upgrade your potion. Your potion, if you don't know, is right here. It's basically your healing potion, which you obviously need. So specific levels, so at level 1 you can get an upgrade, level 10, 20, 30, 45, so on and so forth. So always check with the alchemist so you can have your potions fully upgraded depending on your level. always upgrade your potions, because that's the most important thing to keep you alive in the game. Next up, you need to pay attention to your renown. Now you can check your renown by pressing tab and then W. It'll open the renown page. Each region has different renown meters, so you got Fractured Peaks, it's different from the Dry Steppes, it's different from Hawazar. These are different areas. So you got Skosklen, you got the Dry Steppes right here, you got Hawazar right here. And so when you finish the renown, you get bonus XP, max O bowls, skill points, potion capacity, some gold, but you mainly want to reach the full renown, which gives you 4 Paragon points, which is really important. So from each region you can get 4 points, so that's 4 here, 4 here, 4 here, 4 here, and 4 here. So that's 20 Paragon points. That is huge. So you definitely need those. Now you may ask, how do I get renown? So as you can see here, each waypoint in a region gives you 20 renown points. Just discovering areas. So right here, I haven't discovered this area. You can see it's fogged out. So if I discover it, I get 5 renown. Which is not a lot, but it adds up. Dungeons give you 30. So if you're in the mood for doing dungeons, they give you 30 each. Altars of Lilith, you eventually need all of these because they give you renown and they also give you bonuses. What I would do is just open a map online that has all the Altars of Lilith and just grind them out. There aren't that many. Definitely not as many as like Lost Ark, which has a ton of Mokoko seeds. So you can do this in a few hours, honestly. You can maybe do 1 region per day, whatever you want, however you want to do it, but just know you need to get them all if you want to get as powerful as possible. Also, side quests. Each side quest gives you 20 renown points. There's a ton of side quests, so you better be doing those side quests. And finally, the most efficient way to get renown is by doing strongholds. Each stronghold gives you 100 renown points. There is 3 strongholds in each region, so that's 300 renown for each region, which is huge. Strongholds, if you don't know, they have this icon right here. They're basically like an outdoor dungeon, kind of. You go in here, you do the objective, you defeat the boss at the end, and you get all your renown points. So definitely do all of those. I have a few that I haven't done. As you can see, I'm gonna grind them out in a bit. So, and they do give you some legendaries, which you may need early on. But yeah, definitely do those. Going back to what I said about side quests, when you're doing your main quests in the open world, you will come across side quests, especially in save zones. Like when you first discover Kyovashad, you'll have a ton of side quests, but pick up any side quests you come across. Literally any side quests you come across, just pick it up. You don't really have to do it. Most of them will be near your main story objectives. Just take a 2-minute detour, do it, and then go back to your main quest. And if they're not in your way, if they're a bit far away, you don't really need to do them. You could just do them later on, but at least now you saved the time and you accepted the quest, and you don't have to go and accept it later on. So you're saving time either way. Any side quest you come across, just accept it. You could do it or you could do it later, but just accept it. The same thing applies to sellers. Any seller you come across in the open world, just go ahead and do it. Especially early on, they give you many rewards. I've gotten my first legendaries from sellers actually, so you'll get a ton of legendaries here. Later on in the game, you don't really get as much rewards as when you first start out, but be sure to do your sellers if you come across any. Don't go and farm them like Altars of Lilith, but if you come across them, just do them. Next up, a big question I get is, should you salvage your items or should you just sell them? Honestly, it depends on the situation. If you're running out of gold, I got 2 million gold right now, but if you're running out of gold, you can just sell them. You don't really need to save your gold. You can get gold pretty easily from just selling items. You'll get millions of gold. What I would do first is just work on salvaging. Get as many materials as you can. As you can see, just go right here, salvage them. Got one, whatever that is. I could use those to upgrade my armor, my weapons, and all of that. And also, a really cool tip: if the weapon or armor piece of armor has this little mining thing on it, that means you can, if you salvage it, I'll get it as a transmog. Transmogs are basically like outfits that you can wear. You just go right here to the wardrobe, little closet thingy, and you have different slots, which you can buy the slots for a small amount of gold, like 10,000 gold. But you get different transmogs. You can see I got this transmog and this transmog. This is the same as this one. I don't really do anything with this one. But this is all the items I salvaged. Once you salvage it once, you'll get it forever in your transmog and your wardrobe. So I can mix and match, choose whatever I want. If I want to choose this, and say this. Could change your weapons too. I got a really cool, where is it? I got this one, which is really cool. I got this one, also cool. This one goes like a little backpack thingy. And you can also change the color. You can change the color for individual pieces. So if I just press it, I'll change the headgear color. Let me put it to something that, maybe this one, yeah. I could change the color of it. And if I hold, I'll change the full, every single piece of gear. If I hold it, if I just press it, I just change the helmet. Or I just change this. If I hold it, I change everything. So you can mix and match. Very cool transmog system. There are really cool skins, so don't feel like you have to buy skins, because you can actually get really cool skins. Like, look at this. I would say this is cooler than any skin in the shop right now. Now, given they may add better skins later on, but this is goddamn cool, so I'm gonna keep it on. Going back to salvaging, once you salvage and get enough materials, you can upgrade your weapons and armors. What I would say is, don't really waste your materials, given you can get them pretty easily and quickly, so it's fine. It's honestly fine if you feel really weak and you need to spend on upgrading gear. I would say like upgrading in World Tier 3 is probably a good idea once you get better gear, especially before doing the capstone dungeon. And same goes for World Tier 2, honestly. If you're going to World Tier 3 and you want to do the capstone dungeon, I would maybe upgrade, but definitely in World Tier 3 before the level 70 capstone dungeon, which is this one right here. I would definitely upgrade my gear because you really need it. What I would say is always have your weapon upgraded. Even if you're in World Tier 1 or anything like that, upgrade your weapon, your main weapon. I'll give you a damage boost. Only focus on the armor before doing a capstone dungeon, honestly. But don't ever fully upgrade it. Just upgrade it 4 levels right here, because the 5th level will cost Forgotten Souls, and Forgotten Souls are harder to get. Don't fully upgrade it unless you have your best in slot gear. Once you reach the very end game, you can upgrade to level 5, but don't do that before then. So if you're in World Tier 3, never upgrade to 5 upgrades. You need those Forgotten Souls. You can get the Forgotten Souls from Helltide. That's where you get them from. Early on, you will need aspects to imprint your items. As you can see here, I imprinted each point of fury generated while maximum fury grants 6 fortify. You definitely need aspects on each one of your items. Now, legendary items have aspects, but normal items like rare items, they don't have aspects on them. So you would go to the occultist, put it right here, and use the power of codex. Now these aspects you get them from dungeons, so I would specifically farm dungeons depending on your build. So if I know my build needs this aspect, the Night Howler's aspect, I would go and do this dungeon. You only need to do it once and you would get the aspect. So what I would do is farm out the aspect early on in the game while you're doing the main story, preferably before you even do the whole main story, depending on the region you're in. So if I need any aspect in Skullskin, and I currently only have Skullskin available to me, I still haven't explored the whole area, I would go around, farm the specific aspects that I need, and then I would go to the occultist right here, this guy. Let's say I want this, I need this for my build, the aspect of disobedience. I put it on and I imprint the aspect just like that, except cost a few materials and a few gold. It doesn't really matter. Now let's say you want an aspect that is not, you can't get it from a dungeon. So doing dungeons won't get you that aspect, that specific aspect, but you can get them on drop. So let's say this item drop, this helmet, oh, it has this aspect, lucky hit, up to a 35% chance to gain 403 fortify whenever you deal direct damage while berserking. Oh, this aspect is awesome, I really need it. But like the helmet is worse than mine, as you can see. My helmet is better. So what I would do is I would extract the aspect, go here, extract the aspect, accept, and it will give me the aspect right here. And now I could put it on whatever item I want. So I want this item. And now instead of going to the Codex of Power, I just put the ones from my inventory, depending on the ones I need. So I go ahead and just imprint it right here. I'm not going to use it because I am farming my aspects. If you see an aspect you really like, you could just keep it, so you can use it later on right here, maybe in your World Tier 4 items. That's what I'm doing right now. So I got some aspects farmed. There are different kinds of aspects. These are legendary aspects which drop in World Tier 3. They come from sacred legendary items, so keep an eye out for those. Don't just throw away your loot. Once you have enough aspects, then you can just not care about the loot, but just always keep an eye out. Whenever you see an open world event like the Legion quest or the Helltide, go ahead and do it. It tells you a bit beforehand, I think 5 minutes beforehand. So finish up whatever you're doing and just go and do it. It gives you great loot. As you can see, I have arrived. There's still 2 minutes and 40 seconds left, but this actually gets me to the next point, which is if you can level up in a group, I would do that, because as you can see here, you gain 5% bonus experience for being near another player. Double this effect if they are your party members, so that could be up to a 10% boost, and with your elixir, that would be a 15% boost in XP. And that's why the hardcore players that did it in groups, they were the ones that finished first, because after all, leveling in a group gives you a lot more XP. So always level up in a group if you can, that is, if you're introverted like me and don't like to talk to people. Just pop that elixir and level up on your own. We got some sacred legendaries from that. Fortunately, I don't need any of them because I got the best loot in this world tier. But we also got some obols. So you can get obols from Legion events and from normal events around the world. Normal events are just like the orange circles that you come across around the world. It's like a small objective that you do fairly quickly. But what you want to do early on especially is you want to farm those obols. What you can actually do with the obols that you've got, I've got 590 right now. You could go to this, the Purveyor of Curiosities, in any town. Go there and then you can gamble on different items. So let's say this is really good, especially early on. I can't tell you how helpful this was early on. I got really good legendaries from this that really carried me through World Tier 2 till I actually finished the story and a little bit after that. So I'll give you a quick tip right here. Let's say I got a shitty amulet. I don't need this amulet. I need a better amulet. It's a horrible amulet, for example. So I would go right here and I would buy amulets. Now an amulet only costs 60 obols. I've got 590. So what I do is I gamble on them. See, this one gave me a rare amulet. This one was unfortunately only a magic amulet. Oh my god, they're not giving me any legendaries for the video. Oh wow. There we go. And now I got a legendary amulet. Of course it's not really good right now, but early on this can be really helpful as you can specific farm different items that you need. I'm not honestly sure if they drop uniques. I don't really know. You could also buy whispering keys. I only used one whispering key. It was trash. I'm not sure if they give you good loot. Honestly, I wouldn't waste my obols on that. That was all for today's video. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe and stay tuned for all Diablo content. Thank you. Peace.